Hey, what is going on, Aries? Butch here. I am going to do your June read. It's for the whole month of June. Um, it is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Pulp Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Aries for June 2024? What message do we have for Aries? All right, Aries. So the first thing that I see, Aries, I feel like this energy coming in is something semi-familiar. I feel like you've met this person before. But I feel like when you met them before, I feel like they were, I feel like they were possibly involved with someone else. And I feel like there was an instant connection, but it never really went anywhere because I feel like I said, I do feel like there was someone else. But like I mean, there was definitely an instant connection. Because what I see is I feel like this person hasn't quite let go of it. Frankly, they haven't let go of it at all. Now I feel like this person kept their feelings how they felt to themselves because, like I said, they were somewhat entangled with someone else, and I feel like they didn't know what to do with those emotions. They didn't know what to do with those feelings, but they didn't act on it. They kept it to themselves. I mean, again, we have the Eight of Swords, the self-imposed prison. I feel like they put it in the bank. They buried their feelings. They weren't expecting to have them. They weren't expecting to meet you. And when they met you, I feel like they haven't stopped thinking about you. I mean, we have the Four of Cups. They're thinking about you and only you. And I get the sense that whatever they were entangled with before, that's come to an end because I do feel like the Tower card, I feel like that fell away. I feel like, I mean, I don't want to say that you played a part in that. I mean, I get the sense that this person was kind of already half out the door, and you just gave them more inspiration to keep going. Like I said, I mean, with the Ten of Swords, I get the sense that it was coming to an end anyway. It's just this person was being as faithful as they could. I mean, they wanted to explore it at the time, but that just shows good character. They weren't expecting to meet you when they met you. Like I said, they haven't stopped thinking about you. And whatever they were involved in before has come to an end. I mean, it was heading that way anyway. They've gotten there quicker. This person has been fantasizing about you. There is a sense of regret that they didn't move forward, but also I get the sense that they're okay with the fact that they didn't. I feel like there's moments when they're like, I wish I would have went for it. I wish I would have told them how I felt. But there's also, it's an internal struggle within this person because they're happy that they didn't cross any lines because that's not the person that's not who they are. And like I said, that's a great sign right there because so many people act first and think later. But they felt the potential. They felt a tremendous amount of potential with you. So what I see this person coming back. This person is choosing you. I see this person opening up communication with you. And it may seemingly come out of the blue, but trust me when I say this is not out of the blue. This is something this person's been thinking about. And I see them open up communication, and I feel like they're going to be very direct and tell you how they've been feeling and what they felt that moment. Things they couldn't tell you before, they can tell you now. And they're going to tell you now. But like I said, I do get the sense it's going to come off a bit impulsive to you. But trust me when I say this, they've been thinking about this. They've been thinking about you. They know exactly what they want. And like I said, this person is coming back, opening up communication with you. They're going to want to get to know you. They're going to want to nurture this connection and see where it goes. And I feel like there is this balance that they feel when they're with you. It's not just a physical thing. When they met you, yes, there was physical attraction, but there's something else going on here. I feel like you knew it. They knew it. They just couldn't do anything about it. But there's this balance that they feel with you. They feel inspired by you. They feel this inner strength when they're around you, this confidence. We have the King of Wands and we have the Strength card, both Leo energies. And it just never felt so right. But it was the wrong time. Or so it seems. Like I said, they haven't gotten over it, and you've been stuck in their head. You've been living in their head rent free. And all they can do is think about you. But you give them this confidence. And what I mean by that past relationship this person was dealing with is I feel like the bags were already packed. It's just they lacked the motivation to move forward. It was coming to an end. Just meeting you just kind of rushed the timeline. And that's exactly what I mean when I say you gave them confidence. You inspired them. Now with this person moving forward, there's a good reason why this connection felt so strong. I see this moving into new love. And then we have the Lovers card as well. That soulmate, twin flame type energy. When you met this person, I get the sense that you felt something strong with that person, and why it didn't move forward may have kind of eluded you. And I feel like them coming forward, being direct and honest with you and open up communication, it's going to illuminate the real reason. You were right. There was something there. They just couldn't do anything about it at the time. And again, I mean, we're looking at this. We gotta applaud the character, because a lot of people don't have that type of character, and I feel like that's something that you're gonna enjoy with this person. You know, just being a stand-up person. You know, with this person as well. I mean, I feel a strong bond between the two of you. I see a lot of emotional fulfillment, not just physical fulfillment, not just mental fulfillment. I mean, we got emotional fulfillment. That's what we're talking about when we talk about balance. Any real, strong, committed relationship needs balance. You know, you can't just have a great sex life and no emotional or mental connection. You can, it won't last. I mean, I honestly, in my opinion, you kind of need it all. Not kind of, you do. You need it all. For a real serious connection like this is, it's very intense. You know, a lot of fire. But what makes this connection even that much deeper is the fact that we're embracing it all. And what I mean by that is, even when you're intimate with this person, there's an emotional, there's a physical, and there's a mental connection, unlike anything you've ever felt before. And sometimes our energy picks up on that long before we do, and I feel like that's what happened when you met this person the first time. You may not have thought anything was going to come of it because of how it happened and how it played out. Surprisingly enough, this person's been thinking about you the whole time. You know, like I said, new love, we got the Lover's card, soulmate, twin flame type energy. You were meant to be with this person. You were meant to know this person. They were meant to know you. And it might have seemed like a chance or a random, meeting the first time you met this person. From what I can see, it wasn't random at all. We just don't see the big picture yet. But that's what I see coming for you. I see you seeing the big picture. And like I said, this person's opening communication with you. You know, I see this person taking the leap of faith. And with that, I mean, we're winning. We're winning. That's the thing in life. Sometimes we meet people and we feel this connection with them and we don't understand it completely. You know, I feel like it would be hard for you to understand this completely the way I feel like it played out. But it's all going to become very clear very soon here. You know, opening up communication with you, being direct. And, I mean, following up, I mean, I feel like this person's going to want to take you out. They're going to want to start something with you. They're going to want to see where it goes. They want to know how deep this rabbit hole goes. Because, I mean, you did something to them that they've been thinking about you this whole time. Now that they're ready to come back to you correct, that's why they're coming back. You know, they couldn't come to you correct before. You know, like I said, it shows character, but it also shows respect for you as well. Respect for a commitment that they had made. But that's long over now. Like I said, that fell apart. Like I said, I feel like they were already out the door. You know, their bags were packed, sitting at the door. They just hadn't crossed the threshold yet. You just gave them the motivation that they needed. with this person, I mean, like I said, we have a lot of fire. We have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We have Aquarius and Gemini. I mean, we have some Cancer and some Pisces as well. It's very, I get this a lot. It's a lot more than you would think. People meeting someone and feeling this unbelievable connection, but it's almost like it fizzled out or it just didn't continue. You meet someone, you have this incredible connection with them, you think about them all the time, but it doesn't go anywhere. And people, I get personal readings, people asking that. The thing is, the way I see it, is something that strong, you're gonna see it through. Maybe just not today. Maybe not in a week from now. Hell, maybe not in 6 months from now. But when you feel a connection with someone so deep and so strong that, you can't help but think about it, you can't help but fantasize about it, I feel like that speaks volumes. And just because you don't, if you meet someone, I remember watching this movie where this guy seen this girl on a train and they talked, and then she got off the train and he didn't know her name, didn't know how to get a hold of her. Then they met up a couple years later. There's a lot of movies like that. I mean, there's that other movie, Serendipity, which I actually enjoy that movie. I don't feel, I mean, maybe I'm a hopeless romantic, but I feel like people meet each other for a reason. And sometimes in the moment, that's not always clear. Why? But I feel like on the grand scale of things, in the big plan, the big picture, those questions will be answered. I have a hard time believing that when you meet someone, you have this incredible connection with this person, that it's never going to go anywhere. It just, like I said, sometimes now is not the moment. The moment was to meet the person. Sometimes we just got to be patient. I feel like things will work out the way they should, the way they're meant to. And sometimes we're not privy to the information. But that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.